Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for watching. My name is Paige and for today's video, I'm going to be sitting down and showing you guys my fall makeup routine. So this look that I'm showing you today is really easy. It's something I do not every day, but I do this when I'm getting Instagram content, when I'm meeting some friends for coffee or dinner, or if I just want to get a little bit glammed up without going all the way. Of course, I will link all of the products down below. I really love all of these. There are some new products in here which I'm going to show you guys today and give you my little first impression on that. So if you guys want to see my fall makeup routine, then just keep watching. Okay guys, let's get started. I zoomed you in, so we're not that up close and personal, but if we are more than normal, it's all good. So the first thing I'm going to do is put on some lip balm. I usually skip this step, but I really need it today. So I'm going to use the Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm. Don't know if my camera's focusing. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this on. It's really creamy. That's good. This also smells delicious. It's vanilla flavored. Love a good vanilla flavor. Like one of my favorite, reminds me of middle school, high school, because we only used to wear vanilla perfume back in the day. By the way, this top is from Dynamite. I will try to link it down below if I can. So after that, I'm going to prime my face. So today I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty Soft Matte Pro Filter Primer. This gives a subtle glow but also keeps me nice and matte throughout the day. Very nourishing, so I'm just going to rub that all over my face. My mirror is also down there, so I'm looking down there, no stress. So my next step, I actually do my eyebrows before I do anything else. So I'm going to use my good old e.l.f. Instant Lift Pro Pencil. This is so cheap from Walmart and it is honestly my favorite brow pencil. Almost out of this one, but I have like 3 more, so it's no stress. I just like to do my eyebrows first because I like to get it out of the way while I can, and I can touch them up later if I have to. This pencil is almost done. I will use it to the last bit. I've tried the Anastasia one and honestly I feel like this is the same. Way cheaper. You guys know I always save money while I can. Like I don't do that, you know? Okay, so eyebrows are done. I just keep it really natural. This is my go-to natural look, nothing crazy. I wear this when I want to get coffee or I'm taking content. Just keeping it natural, nothing too crazy. So next up, we're going to go in with some foundation. My recent favorite is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. I'm currently in the shade Neutral 6. I did have Neutral 7 and then I realized it was just a little bit too dark. So I went a shade later and so far it is working out. Only use this one, so this is my second time using the shade. So I'm just going to go in with this. You only need a pump or 2. This is quite buildable, but it still feels pretty light on your skin. So I'm just going to dot this all over my face. By the way, my hair is pulled back like this. Number 1, it's dirty. But number 2, I'm getting a hair toner in a few days, so your girl's not washing it. I call this my bootleg Hailey Bieber look. Hailey Bieber always has a slicked back bun that looks so good. I can never get it that slick, which is why I call it bootleg, but it's my go-to style and my hair is hideously dirty. So I'm just buffing this in with my beauty sponge. I got this from Amazon, comes 5 in a pack. I will link it down below. I've talked about this before. I also blend this down into my neck because we're trying to keep even here. So this is my second time using this foundation. It is a little bit warm, but when I put my concealer on, I think it will be a bit better. My skin is in this weird middle stage right now because I'm getting off of that summer tan and then about to be pale AF soon. So I'm just trying to find the right shade for me right now, but I feel like once I mix everything in, it's going to be okay. Beauty. So you probably already know this if you've been watching me for a while, but my holy grail concealer and the only concealer I used is the Tarte Shape Tape. This just blends so well for me. The shade matches perfectly and it makes my under eyes flawless, which I love. So I'm going to go in with this. It's in the shade Light Medium Honey, which is my lighter of the 2 shades that I usually use, just to blend everything in really nicely. So I'm going to do the little TikTok secret that I saw. So I'm going to go a little bit in the inner corner, a little bit like that. Same on the other side. Put some on my forehead, tip of my nose, corner of my mouth, and right below my mouth. And then I'm going to go in with my Beauty Blender again and just blend that out. And I also, like with any extra, I just like to pat my eyelid with that just to mattify it a bit because I do have some redness on my eyelids. So before I go in with my loose powder, I actually wanted to try out a new product that I picked up during the Sephora sale. And it is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Complexion Perfecting Micro Powder in shade 2 Medium. So I bought this online, so I'm not sure if it's going to match, but it looks like this. I think that will match, actually. I see a few people use this, and I just want to try it. I usually don't put any powder all over my face, which is probably a reason why my makeup rubs off so easily on my clothes and my fingers. So I'm going to try this, see if I like it, see if it works out today. If it doesn't, I'm just going to return it. So I'm just going to pick up a bit on my sponge and just pat that in everywhere before I do that loose powder under my eyes. So far, it's really mattifying it, which I like. This might be really good. I never use a powder all over my face. This is new for me, totally new. Verdict is in, and I think I like this. So now we're going in with my holy grail powder, and it is the Hourglass Veil loose setting powder, translucent. So I'm just going to tap some of that. You guys seen me use this before. This is my go-to. I just love how it goes underneath my eyes without me spilling it everywhere. It just gives me that brightness under my eyes, which I need, and it really sets that shape tape. I will also put some in the places I want to highlight a bit more. Y'all know I just go kind of crazy with this. I don't really care. So continuing on with the face, we are going to go in with some contour. So y'all already know my favorite contour is the HOOLA Quickie Contour Stick. Running out of this, have to go to Shoppers and get a bit more because I don't think they sell it at Sephora anymore. So I'm just carving out my cheekbones, forehead, nose, which is the most important, and a little bit on the jawline. You only need a little bit. I also blend this out with my beauty blender or beauty sponge, whatever. Just blending that out. Give me some shape. Only thing I do differently here is that I like to blend out the nose contour with my finger first and then go with the beauty blender just to make it precise, and I feel like my finger does that best. Now that's blended out a little bit. I just go in with that sponge again just to make sure it's really in there. Now I'm going to move on to eyeshadow. That is the next step in my routine. You guys already know that I use this all year round, and it is the Natasha Denona Camel palette. This just has all the colors I need for my everyday looks, and it's my favorite ever. And coming from a girl that has a lot of palettes, I will show you guys one day how many palettes I have. This is my favorite every day. So I'm going to be using this. So firstly, what I do, and this is what I do all fall and winter long, I mix these two brown shades on my fluffy, what is this? A fluffy crease brush. And I just put that into my crease, just buffing it in, giving me some definition. If you honestly don't even have this, use bronzer. I feel like it does the same thing. As you can see, it's already giving me a little bit more definition. You could stop here if you want to. I'm going to do a tiny bit more glam since I'm on camera. And I want to show you guys what I do when I shoot my content and stuff. Like, this is my go-to makeup. So I'm going to do a bit more, but honestly, for every day, if you're an eyeshadow kind of gal, just a brown shade in the crease is perfect. So next up, I'm actually going to take this sparkly brown shade and we're going to put that on my lid. I usually use a brush for this, but I think for today I'm going to use my finger and see how that plays out because I usually get a lot of fallout when I use a brush, so we're going in with that. and just brushing it on the lid. Boom! And to darken that up a tiny bit, I'm going to go in with this dark brown shade in the outer V, just to add a little bit more brown in there. So I'm going to use a more defining brush. This is from Morphe. It's the M441. This gets the shadow exactly where I want it to go. So I'm just going to put it on the outside, buff that a bit, and then I'm going to go in with my fluffy brush and blend that in thoroughly. Boom! Look how natural that looks. Perfect. So instead of a liquid black liner, I've been actually loving to put a little something different on the lid in terms of quote-unquote eyeliner. So today I'm going to use a Nude Sticks product. Firstly, it's in this gorgeous packaging that has my name on it. Matt got me this for Christmas last year as a little stocking stuffer. And I'm going to use this. It is the Magnetic Matte Eye Color in the shade Marooned. Ooh, Marooned. And basically, I'm going to put this on like I normally would with a liquid eyeliner, but it's going to be this. Much easier to work with. It's literally a crayon, which makes it even better for me, and I'm going to wing it out a little bit. I'll show you guys what I do the best way I can. So basically, guys, how I complete this, I draw a little wing first. Just a tiny one. We don't want it crazy. And then I'll draw a line on my lid like I normally would with a eyeliner. So that wasn't my best job, but it's done. Just to blend this in a little bit, I'm going to go in with a little brush like this. This is a pencil brush, E30 from Sigma, just to buff this in a little bit, not to make the line as harsh as it is right now, and to make it beautiful. So that really just helped with getting rid of that sharp line, blending it in a bit with the rest of my eyeshadow, making it look as natural as possible. Okay, so now that that's done, we're going to do bronzer. So for bronzer, we're using my classic Benefit palette, the Cheek Leader Bronze Squad. And we're just going to go in with the shades HOOLA and HOOLA Caramel just to bronze it up a bit. So I'm just taking my angled brush like I always do, mixing those two shades together. Basically applying this right on top of that cream contour I already put before. Can't forget about that jawline, girl. And then to bronze my nose, I'm actually going to use an eyeshadow brush. This is the medium angled shading brush, E70 from Sigma. Picking up just the HOOLA, no HOOLA Caramel, and then just brushing this on the sides of my nose. I honestly don't know if this does anything. I just feel better when I do this. I don't know. Next, I'm just going to wipe away that bake that I put underneath my eyes, because it's time. Now I'm just going to curl my eyelashes like I always do, really quickly. Now I'm just going to go in with my Holy Grail mascara, which is the Benefit Roller Lash. Like I already said before, there's just something about this that really makes my eyelashes pop, so I'm just going to use this. I also applied a little bit on my lower lashes just so I don't look crazy. And then one of my last steps in my routine, which is one of my favorites, is applying a little bit of blush. So today I'm going to use the Kylie Cosmetics Pressed Blush Powder in Baddie on the Black. Ooh, that was sassy. Alright, Kylie, I see you. And I'm just going to pick up a little bit. It's just a plain nude shade, which I love. And applying that on the apples, is it the apples? Of my cheeks. And then I don't do this all the time, but I think today I will. I'm going to apply some highlighter. So I just have this fan brush from Morphe and picking up the highlighter shade called Cookie in my Benefit palette. Putting a little bit on my cheeks, not sure if that's even going to show up. And I apply a little bit on my nose as well. And now I think I'm just going to go in with a little bit of lipstick, just a tiny bit, not too much, because like I said, this is my natural look. So right now I'm going to do the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk, just a tad. And then to go right on top of that, I'm going to use some Fenty Glass Slipper Gloss. Literally the tiniest bit. I think I've learned that a little bit goes a long way with this since it's so like sticky. Right in the middle. And then the very last step, of course, we cannot forget about some setting spray. So today I'm just going to use the Mario Badescu Rose Water Spray because I don't want to use my fancy one. So I'm just going to use this. So that is it for my fall makeup look, guys. It looks like this. Nothing too crazy, but I honestly wear this all the time if I'm doing something special and not just hanging out at home. But anyways, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. As always, if you could please give this video a big thumbs up to support my channel. You can follow me on Instagram. My handle is @paigespick. And of course, I'll be back with more videos soon. Thanks, guys. Bye.